Good morning, baby love. How are you? I need to refill it. Flying Raven, good morning. I'm doing pretty well. I have some old friends here visiting. They may interrupt the stream, we shall see. Yes, you are right on time. Just refilling the lamp so that it will light. My heater started. Hey, Vagabond Spirit. How are you doing today? I just speak English. But I will pray in other languages, even though I don't speak them fluently, because I like to. Baby love, do you know what this Let's Go Brandon meme is? Someone comes in here and says it on every stream, and I have no idea. Like, I don't think it's malicious, but like, what on earth does it mean? Who knows? You do know what it means? Does it mean something cryptic that I don't know about? Like, what is it about? Guess I'm not on the internet enough to know. Okay. You're scrolling through TikTok before your meditation. Well, this is a kind of meditation. What kind of meditation are you going to do? Thank you for the rose, Rick. Rick's chick. What? No! Don't you go saying it too, baby love. So now it's an ongoing troll. Is it even a troll? Like, I don't know who Brandon is. He's an imaginary character. I've been going diving lately. Have I been going diving lately? And if so, what things have I come across? I haven't actually, which is why I haven't been posting any dumpster diving videos. My schedule changed. I don't have students here, so I don't need to feed them. So I haven't been dumpster diving nearly as much, which has certainly been hurting my TikTok numbers. But, you know, I don't dumpster dive for the algorithm. Dumpster dive because I need the food. Good morning. Mindfulness meditation. You need to be paying attention to your awareness more. You explained the Let's Go Brandon thing? Alright, let's see. All you said was Let's Go Brandon. I see no explanation, baby love. All I see is you repeating the meme. Anyway, it's not a meme that I really care to pay attention to. So we can just begin with our vocal warm-up. Thank you for the roses, Wishbish. Go a little higher. Your dog just had surgery. I hope it went well. Yeah, I hope your pup is okay. We have an out-of-control fire here. Overfull. Uh-oh. Wee-oo! Too full. Smoky. I made a mistake. I overfilled it. Now I'm not sure what to do. What's up?
I was thinking that maybe we could move the goats today because it's supposed to be 15 degrees colder and rainy tomorrow.
Okay. Can move them when I'm done streaming.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I bet. I think I'm going to drive the truck around and get the fencing from the other goats.
Okay. How do we pay for things? With money. We have money. You're growing your own mushrooms now. I'm glad. That's great. Okay. Okay, do you think I can relight this, or is it just gonna cause problems? Let's see. That seems okay. That seems okay. You let me know if the flame looks out of control. And I'll blow it out. Hey, Jasmine. Okay. Blink. You're not sure what went wrong. Wasted lots of money on spores. It's really hard to grow mushrooms from spores, because the environment is just there's spores everywhere, right? It's so easy for them to get moldy, basically. So easy for them to get contaminated with some other kind of creature. Yeah, growing mushrooms from spores, really difficult. Thank you for the rose. Thank you so much for the rose. Yeah, they grew poison much. Ugh. This is no good. No good. All right. Your candles will be here soon enough. Yes. All right. I need to do some candle surgery before we begin. You need my keen mushroom knowledge on this farm. You know, my mushroom knowledge is not actually that keen. I'm just a good presenter, a good performer. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit more out. Alright, so we have removed some of the oil from the candle, and hopefully now it will burn a little bit better. Oh, that's much better. That's much better. Okay, good. Sorry for the delay. I'm sure y'all don't mind. The ones that grew said the spores could grow in your nose. I mean, mold can grow anywhere. That's why it's mold. What scent is the candle? It's not scented, it's just lamp oil. Scentless. Scentless candle. And now it has the right amount of fuel in it so that it doesn't burn my house down. That's very good. Alright, so we're going to start with the Book of Deuteronomy because they're important prayers. So the words that I say every morning from the Book of Deuteronomy sound like this. Let me know if you've heard them before, will you? Shema Yisrael Asher Eloheinu Yahweh Echad. Shema Yisrael, Yahweh Eloheinu, Yahweh Echad. Listen, Israel. Listen, you who struggle with God. Yahweh Eloheinu Ashra Echad are one, like a serpent that eats its tail. Very, not Yiddish, similar though, Hebrew. This is from the Book of Deuteronomy. These words were probably written down about 2,500 years ago, shortly before or shortly after the Babylonian exile and the rebuilding of the Second Temple. They rebuilt the temple, and then they wrote down these words in their books in order to preserve their culture and tradition. The Levitic priests. Yeah, we do pickling. Mostly we do fermenting, which is like pickling but with bacteria instead of sterile vinegar. You got flashbacks of Hebrew school just now. Well, I'm going to give you a few more, Sheila. Shell Heels. Sorry, your name is not Sheila. Shell Heels. Am I Ashkenazi? Yes. My mother was born in Hungary. את ענת אלוהיך, ובכל לבבך, ובכל נפשך, ובכל מאודיך, וחיו הדברים האלה, אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך, בביתך, ולכתך, בדרך, ובשכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, וחיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך, ובשעריך. You said these words at your bat mitzvah. I'm sure you did. I did too. And you shall love Yahweh Eloheinu with all your heart, and all your soul, and all your might. And these words that you were taught when you were 12 years old, even though you could have no idea of their meaning, these words, teach them to your children. And recite them when you are at home and when you are away, and when you rise up, and when you go to bed. And you shall bind them as a symbol on your hand, and let them serve as a sign on your forehead. And inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. The prayer says, copy me. It contains itself, like a serpent that eats its tail. And so I have a great appreciation for it, and so I say it every day. Copy me. Yahavta says, copy me. And through that act of repetition, I come here every morning and I say these words with you, and it brings me a kind of peace. Remembering that I am part of a living tradition that goes back many, many generations, is far older than me, and will exist long after I'm gone. V'chaya, ki v'echa Yahweh Elohecha el ha'aretz asher nisbai lavotecha le'avram le'yitzchak u'Yaakov לתת לך עברים גדולות וטובות אשר לא בנית, ובתים מלאים כל טובה אשר לא מילאת, וברות עצובים אשר לא הסת בה, כהרים בזיתים אשר לא נתת, והלכת ושבת. הישמר לך פן תשכח את יהוה אשר תשכחה מארץ מצרים מבית עבדים. What an excellent question, Bloop. What is your religious background? I love to know, right? Because generally speaking, this audience is extremely diverse. What religious background do you come from? What brings you here? I'm thankful you're catching this live too. You're an Ashkenazi Jew from Massachusetts. Me too, basically. Rose is Baptist. What are we doing here? We are saying prayers. Currently the prayers we're focusing on are from the Jewish tradition. But you're a Christian Buddhist. Well, what does that look like? Your family's ethnically Jewish, but you were raised around Buddhism. You're in Australia. Yeah, so I would say the same thing. My family is ethnically Jewish, Jew-boos, right? I was raised with a lot of Eastern philosophy, specifically Hindu philosophy, and we'll get to some Sanskrit prayers in a moment. Roman Catholic, your religion is love, spiritualist. Look at this crowd. That's amazing. I think that's so amazing. It's really special. And when Yahweh Eloheinu brings you into land that he swore to your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to assign to you, great and flourishing cities that you did not build, houses full of all good things that you did not fill, hewn cisterns that you did not hew, vineyards and olive groves that you did not plant, and you eat your fill. Take heed that you do not forget Yahweh, who freed you from the land of Egypt, the house of bondage. Eretz Mitzrayim mi bet avadim. The house of bondage. What a threat. Sounds like some kink thing. The house of bondage. Yahweh is definitely into bondage. That is for sure. You believe in nature, huh? That's a good religious system. The natural world. What is my daily routine? Well, I do this. I pray with you all in the mornings. It's nice. We live on stolen land. That's how I take that prayer to mean, right? What land do you all live on? Where I live was border country. You could say the Oneida lived here, but to the west it was Lenape, and to the north it was Mohawk. It was an intermediate, debated land. Of course it was debated land, because we live on stolen land. And even before colonization, the people who lived here were stealing land from one another, because that's what humans do. And as we sit together in this morning, we can try to recognize that and come to terms with it in a way that works for us. You have tons of books on Hebrew magic, Kabbalah, Tree of Life. You live on Darug land, indigenous Australian land. The god of your not understanding. That's a good god to be associated with. I'd say that I worship the god of my not understanding too. Don't think I will ever understand completely, but that's okay. It's not really about understanding or belief, it's just about engaged practice. As far as I'm concerned. If you ask me, which you didn't, that's what I would say. I came upon a wedding that old families had contrived, with Bethlehem the bridegroom and Babylon the bride. Oh, great Babylon was trembling, and she stood there naked with me. And Bethlehem inflamed us both like the shy one at some orgy. And when we fell together, all our flesh was like a veil, that we had to draw aside to see the serpent eat its tail. Oh. Some women wait for Jesus, and some we wait for Cain. So I'll hang upon this altar, and I'll hoist my axe again. And I'll take the one who finds me back to where it all began, back when Jesus was... Come in! Oh, hi.
Oh.
So you're on the internet. You're not. I'm on the internet.
Oh, internet!
Hey, is Jake over there? Yeah, come on in.
Walking.
I have a hammer for you. It's right there. It's on the shelf next to the chair. It's Can you see it? Maybe not. It's above your head.
Oh, I see.
There it is.
Well
It's
played.
so crazy seeing your things on the internet and then seeing it in. It's very disorienting. In an amazing way.
How are you all?
Good.
I'm so glad you came back. You're leaving very soon, though.
We are.
Yeah, we gotta drive 5 hours to go check out the new Dune movie.
We
in
do.
New Hampshire.
There's a new Dune movie?
Yeah.
All right, well,
And
don't
to
be
check out
afraid.
your family and be with them.
That too.
Yes. But then we'll be back someday.
Yeah,
Probably in the
come
summer.
back here. I'll come give you... Y'all have to wait. I have to go hug my friends.
Sorry, internet. We're not leaving for a few hours
So
yet.
cozy in here.
Oh, you look so gorgeous.
Thank you.
So good to
Hi.
see you again.
You too.
Yeah, we'd love to come back,
Yeah, come back, stick around.
do projects,
Eat good food.
swing hammers, leave
Yeah.
hammers, all of it.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the scheme.
Oh, I'm so happy to get my
I
hammer
like to
back.
put my hammer backward.
Supplanted hammer.
Supplanted hammer. There. All right. Cool.
Perfect spot. We're just in a room, Bob. Maybe we'll see you.
I want to check out the platforms and see how they just get
Yeah.
the whole like long
Yeah, the
steps.
staircase is done.
Yeah,
No.
sweet,
So cool.
cool.
Yeah, I'll be down in maybe half an hour, 45
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
cool.
leaving at noon.
Okay.
I think that's our
Great.
plan.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Hi, friends. I don't get to see them often. That was a friend that I went to college with, and their partner. Okay. Thank you, Caged. How do I pronounce your name? Kagde? You hear Katie? Katie! Katie! Oh my god. I'm an idiot. How did I not know that your name was Katie? Alright. Well, Katie. Yeah, but... Exactly. Okay. You've sent 219 likes. Well, you must really like me. I'm glad. Baruch atah Yahweh, Eloheinu melech haolam, shelo ashani isha. I repeat the name of Yahweh Eloheinu, who did not make me a woman. I did. Baruch atah Asher, anat melecha haolam, asher yitzar et ha'adam b'chachama uvara ve'or. I repeat the name of Ashra Anat, who made me with many openings and cavities. Here's Ashra. Am I Jewish? So, yes, but you'll notice there are some distinct differences in the kind of Judaism that I'm practicing. For one, I'm saying the word Yahweh, even though that's taboo, and I'm also saying the word Ashra, even though that's also taboo. So I practice a kind of polytheistic Judaism, basically, which is a little bit anathema to the historical traditional practice, but I think it's important to pay attention to roots. So I can show you an image here, right? So this is a printout of an illustration of a pottery shard that was found in Kunlet Arjud, this archaeological site in the Sinai Peninsula. And there's an inscription up here which reads Yahweh and his Asherah. So here we have Yahweh and here's Asherah, right? So these are ancient gods that were worshipped around 3,000 years ago, before the Israelite monarchy instituted patriarchal monotheism. Can I explain some of my Sanskrit prayers? Yes, bloopy bloop. We can shift into Sanskrit, because you've asked. My videos are so relaxing and grounding in the morning. I'm glad, Josie. I'm breathtaking. Oh, well, don't forget to breathe. Breathing is very important. I'm glad you like my videos, best of the 90s. I'm so happy to hear that. No, I'm not from the UK originally. I did spend like 6 months living there when I had a British partner. But I am American. Thoroughly American. To the extent that's possibly thoroughly American. My mother was born in Hungary. So, immigrant family. So, the Sanskrit prayers that I do, there are a handful, and this next one is going to be a Pranayama prayer. So Pranayama is breath yoga, and I learned this Pranayama practice when I was earlier in my transition, and I had some abdominal trouble. I needed to relearn the way my body worked, and so I had to reteach myself how to breathe, so I took these Pranayama classes. So this is a Pranayama prayer. It's called the Shivananda Dhyana Sloka, and it's a prayer that is said in the Shivananda tradition before breath meditation. Gajananam Bhudaganati Sevitam Kapita Jambubala Sarabakshitam Omasitam Sakabinasakarnam Mahamatim Divya Mayuravahanam Rudasyasinam Sarasananatam Guham Sadanam Saranam Prapadye Yaku Handutu Saraharadvala Yasupravasvarita Yavinavarantam Mandidakara Yasveta Padmasana Ya Brahmachuta Sankara Patrapi Devasata Pujita Samampatu Saraswati Bhagavati Nihesa Jadyapaha Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Sachidananda Murtaye Nisparanjaya Santaya Shri Shivanandaya Te Namaha Shri Vishnu Devanandaya Te Namaha Om Sarva Mangla Manglaye Shive Savarta Sadike Saranye Chayambake Gauri Narayani Namostute Narayani Namostute Om Oh, 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 So that last verse can be translated as, I salute the three-eyed Divine Mother Narayani, who brings auspiciousness and who fulfills all the desires of the devotee. Beautiful morning starshine. Good morning, Hannah. So, you can do another Sanskrit prayer. Let me pull up the text for you so that you can see it. This next prayer is called the Mahari Yunjaya mantra. Where is it? I lost it. Lost it. Well, that's frustrating. I used to have it printed out, but it's no longer here. How can I prove to you that it's the Mahari Yunjaya mantra, then? Dreadful. Must have fallen underneath the cracks or something. Well, in any case, this is a very famous mantra, and I am sure that some of you have heard it before, perhaps in other contexts, perhaps in Buddhist contexts, even though it's originally a Hindu prayer. And it goes like this. Jayambakam yajamahe Sigandim pushchivardhanam Arvar kami bhavandanan Mrityar mukshiyam amritatom Jayambakam yajamahe Sigandim pushchivardhanam Arvar kami bhavandanan Mrityar mukshiyam amritatom Sarvesham svastir bhavatu sarvesham shantir bhavatu sarvesham purnam bhavatu sarvesham mangalam bhavatu Sarve bhavantu sukhina sarve santu niramaya sarve bhadrani pashantu ma kashid tukabhagbhave asatoma satgamaya tamasoma jyotirgamaya mityar mamritam gamaya Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishate Om Shanti 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 Om Peace 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 Om, that outer world is full. This inner world is also full. Taking fullness from fullness, fullness remains. Om, peace, peace, peace. Like a serpent that eats its tail. Fullness begets fullness. I'm glad that your dog likes my singing. That's very good. Good morning from Connecticut. I'm glad that you like my voice. Good morning. No one asked if there was some overlap between Hinduism and Buddhism. No one in this stream asked. But people do ask in other streams, and I find myself responding to questions that are unasked, latent in the chat, because I understand you all in aggregate, if that makes sense. No, they did ask. It's really hard to, read these tiny letters while I'm trying to pay attention to these prayers and have a multiple conversation at once. You had asked. My hair, I suppose it is longer. I took a shower, and when I shower, my hair lengthens, and then over the course of the day, it'll shoop. So that's what it does. So Buddhism comes out of Hinduism in much the same way that Christianity comes out of Judaism. right? These religions, they're related to one another in tree shapes. They evolve, they branch, they speciate. And so I try to incorporate as much as I can from the traditions that I have been exposed to in order to emphasize the way that they are all connected. Right? The way that at their root, at their source, all religions go back to the same common ancestor. Just like this, right? This is the tree of life. This is not a graph of religions. This is a graph of organisms. You can see here's the metazoans, the animals, and the archaea and the bacteria, right? And all of the living creatures on this tree are connected back at the source, the last universal common ancestor, the origin of life, right here. Right? So we can say the same thing about human culture. Right? We all came from that same ancestral population in Africa, and all the cultures of the world have patterns which connect them back to the root. I don't want to pray to my maker. No, I just want to be feeling free. Not just who I am, but the pink and golden land and that wide, wild sky over me. Help me to the sun, hey, I'm looking everywhere. See, I'm looking to become not the prayer, but the prayer. And I don't want to pray, no. I don't want to pray, no, no, no. I don't want to pray, we don't want to pray. Pray, and it's not much good to talk, better to walk it. Ooh, not much good to take, better to give. We are done forgiven and forgotten of our sins, and I promise you, my friends, all that dies will live again. So, pardon, God and Mom, what I'm saying isn't fair. See, I'm looking to become not the prayer, but the prayer, and I don't want to pray, no. I don't want to pray, no, no, no. I don't want to pray, we don't want to pray. Pray. I love Allah, Allah made love, and Yahweh, Yahweh made hate. Asher, Asherah made good, and Anat, Anat made bad. Eloheinu made love, and Yahweh, Yahweh made hate. I love Allah. God made, God made, God made. But I don't want to pray to my maker. I just want to be what I see. Not like in a book or the leaves of trees that shook from a word that means only not a thing. Hashem. Pardon, God and Mom. What I'm saying isn't fair. See, I'm looking to become not the prayer, but the prayer. And I don't want to pray, no. I don't want to pray, no, no, no. I don't want to pray, we don't want to pray. Pray. I love Allah, Allah made love, and Yahweh, Yahweh made hate. Asher, Asherah made good, and Anat, Anat made bad. Eloheinu made love, and Yahweh, Yahweh made hate. I love Allah. God made, God made, God made me. Except that's not quite true. Y'all know that, right? None of those gods exist, except in our minds. That doesn't mean they're not real. I made me. You all are making me right now. That's pretty special, to be making one another. Woolly Woolen. There are many kinds of misgender. There's deliberate misgendering, an attempt to hurt me, and it's a pretty failure of an attempt. It doesn't really hurt me. There's accidental misgendering, where I'm legitimately perceived as a man, and I don't like it when that happens, but I also appreciate knowing when it happens, because it tells me I have more work to do. And then there's misgendering of your flavor, which I believe is simply a typo. I think your autocorrect wrote the wrong letters. You can correct me if I'm wrong, if you thought that I was a man and then immediately corrected yourself. It tells me something about my voice, about my chin, about my male pattern baldness, who knows. But you don't have to worry about misgendering. Don't worry. How am I feeling this morning? I'm feeling hungry, a little stuffed, but alert and pretty pleased to be living the life that I'm living. How are you feeling this morning? Yeah, you've seen my videos for a while. It's just autocorrect. I know that it's autocorrect, right? And like, how could I take offense because your autocorrect did a thing? Like, your autocorrect doesn't have any opinions about my gender. Okay. So, I have a couple more prayers for you today, and then it's time to go move the goats. Because it's going to get cold tomorrow and rainy. And I don't want to move the goats in the cold rain. Autocorrect is cancelled. Alright. So we're going to say Arati, which means flame in Sanskrit. I always have the best outfits. Thank you. You know, when I was a boy, I got really resentful of people who paid attention to their clothing. Like, and it's funny, like, I can think back to it now, right? Like, that I have some years on me and some context, right? Like, I didn't like thinking about my body. I didn't like thinking about the way that I looked. I thought that it was stupid and superficial. And so I would wear, like, I'd just wear, like, these baggy things. And I wouldn't pay attention, and I would resent it whenever anyone else paid attention or told me to wear anything different. And now I'm a different person, right? Like, I'm on the internet all the time, and everyone comments on how I look, and I like it, right? And I actually pay very close attention to my outfits and the things that I'm wearing, and I guess I've come to identify with my image in a way that I never did in the past. So, must be nice having every color look amazing on me. I think that every color looks amazing on everybody. Literally all I do is I color coordinate. Like, I wear fabric that's comfortable, that, like, shows off the shape of my body, but, like, I don't constrain myself. And I color coordinate. That's really all I do. Every outfit that I wear, it's just color coordinated. Do I look at the world differently since transitioning? Absolutely. Absolutely, I do. You know a few trans people, and it's hard because your memories are all of their dead name selves, and it's hard to correct yourself internally. Yeah, like, there are deep neural circuits that you have to rewrite. You have no idea how many neural circuits I rewrote. Like, and that's kind of crazy. Like, it is possible to just, like, fundamentally change your personality if you want to. It takes a lot of work. Like, you have to work at it every single day for years. But it is possible to fundamentally change your personality, yourself, your image. And I find that extremely liberating. Oh gosh, what's going on? Do I have kids? No, I don't have kids. You need tips. Your college is black. Well, I guess the first tip would then be buy some brightly colored clothes. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be dismissive. I have a lot of black things, too, because black goes good with everything. Pink Crocs and pink jacket today. I used to have pink Crocs. You were meant to see and understand different concept in my experiences. Souls are souls. What would the feminine today think of the masculine boy of you at 15? That he was a little boy. Like, unlike many trans women, I don't have any problem saying that I used to be a boy. Like, I think I was a boy, and then I turned into a girl. That's pretty special. Not everybody gets to do that. You're also trans, Loom. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Souls are souls. Good morning, Julie. I'm not so sure that souls exist. Essences? Depends on what you mean by souls. It's about what I feel like, my truest self. Yeah, like, I don't actually know if I have a truest self, like a deep internal, like, core being that has always been. The self is what stays the same when everything else changes, right? Well, if the self is what stays the same when everything else changes, then myself is neither a boy nor a girl, because I've been both. So obviously, the truest, unchanging thing that is me is neither of those genders.
Oh, just keep doing you.
Just keep doing me. You just like me. No? We're gonna go move goats very soon.
I'm gonna go putz around for
Okay. Cool. What do I think of raising a child without a gender so they could eventually decide who they are? I think that's basically impossible. You know, you can raise a child in a queer environment where they see that there's a lot of flexibility, but like everybody has a gender, like because other people give it to them. Do I speak to my parents? Sometimes, in different capacities. Was I ever resentful of my transition? No. There's literally nothing about it that I've regretted, which says something. Energy. It's all about needing to be our truest self without having the insecurities of what other people think. The tattoo on my hand is an Ouroboros. Yes. Yeah. It's from the Chrysopoeia of Cleopatra, which is a 2nd century alchemical manuscript from Alexandria, Egypt. Can I keep the camera still? No, I cannot keep the camera still while I read the comments because it's on a jiggly thing. I'm sorry, does that bother you? I could mount it differently and then the camera would stay still. Alright, let's do Arati. Let's do Arati. So Arati means flame in Sanskrit, or light. And the refrain of this prayer, Jaya Jayarati, is we wave the light. Here's our little light. Oh, Beatrice. Beatrice. Hey, you. Here's Beatrice, in case y'all wanted an update. Here's my pet butterfly. Ooh, you're in there. What's going on? Having a good day? Crawling around underneath the flowers? Maybe you're a little stuck. She's still alive. Yeah. Yeah, he'll be alive for quite some time, I think. You thought it might have been from Kekule's dream of benzene. I mean, it is, but Kekule was not the first to dream of Ouroboroses. He's just a scientist. There. Back up. Here's Beatrice. Hey, you had a good meal this morning. I was worried they might be dying, like, imminently because they didn't want to eat yesterday, but they had a very good meal this morning. Still alive, still content in her environment. I have no idea if they're content. Like, I know that they like being on flowers. And I give them fresh flowers. It's going to frost very soon, and then I won't be able to give them fresh flowers. But, yeah, I think they're relatively content. I think so. It's hard to say. Arati. Arati. Let's say Arati. The word Arati means light. Arati in the names of God. Various names of God. Jaya Jayarati Vina Vinayaka. Vina Vinayaka Shri Ganesha. Jaya Jayarati Subramanya. Subramanya Kartikeya. Jaya Jayarati Venugopala. Venugopala Venuola. Papa Vidura Navanita Chora. Jaya Jayarati Venkanta Ramana. Venkanta Ramana Sankata Harana. Sita Rama Radhe Shama. Jaya Jayarati Gauri Manohara. Gauri Manohara Bhavani Sankara. Samba Sadashiva Uma Maheshwara. Jaya Jayarati Raja Rajeshwari. Raja Rajeshwari Tripura Sundari. Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati. Mahakali Mahashakti. Jaya Jayarati Anjaneya. Anjaneya Hanumanta. Jaya Jayarati Dattacaya. Dattacaya Trimutri Vatara. Jaya Jayarati Adityaya. Adityaya Bhaskaraya. Jaya Jayarati Sanistaraya Sanistaraya Bhaskaraya Jaya Jayarati Sankarachaya Sankarachaya Advaita Gurave Jaya Jayarati Sadgurunata Sadgurunata Shivananda Jaya Jayarati Vishnu Devananda Vishnu Devananda Vishnu Devananda Jaya Jayarati Agastya Munaye Agastya Munaye Shirama Priyaye Jaya Jayarati Ayappa Samine Dharma Shastave Jaya Jayarati Jesus Gurave Moses Gurave Gura Gurave Jaya Jayarati Muhammad Gurave Guru Nanak Gurave Samastya Gurubho Namaha Jaya Jayarati Avenugopala. Yes, I know you've been here before, Sarah. You would be a good moderator. I could make you a moderator if you like. Natatra suyobati natandrakaratan nimavidyobati kutoyamagni twameva bantamidabandi sarvam tasya basya samidam vivanti om gange kayamune kaiva govari saraswati narmade siddhikaveri hiya. That was a little extreme. Samastitam mano hamaha. Neither the sun shines there, nor the moon, the stars, nor lightning. So from where does this light come? By its light, all else is lit. Tvameva mata, Japita tvameva, Tvameva bandhu shasaka tvameva, Tvameva vidya, Dravinam tvameva, Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva, Kayena vacha, manasendriyarva, buddhyatmanava prakrite sabhavad, Aromyad yad mangalam parasmahe, Narayana iti sarmar payami, Sarvadharmam pravichaya mamikam savranam braja, Amsva sarva papayo mokshayami masucha. Whatever actions I perform with my body, speech, mind, senses, my nature, my intellect, or my emotions, all these, I dedicate to you. Thank you so much for being here with me today. So, Sarah, I will add you as a friend now. I'll follow you. I have to be following you for 24 hours before I can make you a moderator, so you just come back and remind me, and I'll make you a mod next time. You wish butterflies regenerated. I mean, they do. They do regenerate, in the same way that all living things regenerate. Like, I don't actually think that it is a flaw in our forms, that we have forms that are so intricate and delicate that when they break, they cannot be repaired. Like, we have a deeper repair process, which is reproduction, right? This butterfly will die, and it will be replaced by other butterflies just like him. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Berkshire, I'm not ignoring you. I just don't have enough of a relationship with you to make you a moderator. Hey, kitty cat. Hey, kitty cat. Personally, you think that death makes our limited life more worth living. How so? What do you mean? Do I still pick wild mushrooms? Yes, I picked some mushrooms the other day. I found some chanterelles and we had them for dinner. It was delicious. Yeah, like, those wings, they're so delicate, there's no way they could regenerate. And in fact, that particular creature is an evolutionary dead end, right? He's never going to have children. But I imagine that his mother had more children than just him, or his grandmother did, or his great-grandmother did. Oh, there's a little bit of butterfly poop on there. That's good. I'm glad you got healthy bowels. Yeah. The fact that these forms can die is a product of their intricacy, their delicacy, and their beauty. You can't have one without the other. If we found a cure to aging and death, then we'd have all the time to do anything we wanted. What's wrong with the butterfly? Well, you can see he has some very tattered wings. Healthy butterfly bowels. Yeah, can I show you the butterfly poop? Yes, I can. Alright, if you look very carefully, you will see on this flower, I have to blow out the candle. You will see on this flower, there is a little brown dot right there. A little brown dot. That's the butterfly poop. Okay. So I have one more prayer for you today. And it's Kaddish. This is a prayer of mourning. So we can say Kaddish for all of those people who died yesterday still of coronavirus, and for all those others who suffer from the forces of death and injustice and have suffered since our lineage began 3.8 billion years ago. And for the last 2,500 years, my ancestors have been saying somewhat similar words as these in response to death. And if there's anyone today that you are grieving, anything that you are mourning, feel free to put a description in the chat and we can share our attention on it together. Aora Boras. Like this. The Kaddish sounds like this. Yid Kadal, Vid Kadash, Shmei Rabbah. Biyama Divrachute, Viamlich Malchute. B'chayachon, Viamechon, B'chayed Kolbe Yisrael. Bagala, Bisman Karif, Yimru, Amin. Yehe Shmei Rabbah, Mevarach Le'alam, Omei, Omaya. Yid Brach, Vishtabach, Vit Ba'ar, Vit Ramam, Vit Naseh. Vitadar, Vitale, Vitalal, Shemei, Kudasha, Barichu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechimata, diamiran bioma vimru. Amen. Yehi shlamar abba min shemaya v'chayim alinu v'yachol Yisrael vimru. Amen. Osei shalom bimramav. Huya asei shalom. Alinu v'yachol Yisrael vimru. Amen. Oh, say shalom b'mamav, oy, say shalom aleinu, v'alechol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. What happened to the butterfly? Oh, he's right here. Here's the butterfly. So I'm gonna go now. It's time to move the goats. But I will see you here tomorrow to say these words once more. I hope you all have a really lovely day. So, if you haven't yet followed, give me a follow. You can join my Discord server. There's a link in my bio to join on Discord if you want to chat with me offline or like off live. And, yeah, I'll be here tomorrow to say these words once more, as I do every day. Okay, very well. Have a great day. Bye.